think. Fucking what the hell is that?
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe.
Hello there. Welcome to Tales from Peridia, episode 4. And I know what you're thinking. Star Wars nerd. What'd you do? Where's the Anakin locks? Do you just have it in a ponytail? No. Nope. The Anakin locks are gone and are replaced with Clone Wars era Anakin hair. It's a little shorter than what I wanted, but give it a little bit and it'll be fine. But today we are discussing Acolyte episode 4. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it alright? Personally, I think it's the best episode that they've put out. It's not really saying much considering you got the boring ass first episode, the decent second episode, the lore potential shattering third episode. And then you got I don't even know how to describe this episode. But I do know there's some cool fucking shit in here. Despite everything about Ki-Adi-Mundi. Shout out Beyond the Dune Sea. I just seen their reel. I did look up how old Ki-Adi-Mundi was or when he was born. And I just saw 93 BBY. I watched Beyond the Dune Sea's reel. And they explained, that was just the Legends tab. And that the canon tab, that there's nothing much about it. The only thing I'm really worried about is he going to end up seeing the Sith or whatever it is Toothy McGee guy is? Because as Jeremy Johns said in his review of it, I mean, you gotta think. Fucking what the hell is that? Jesus fucking Christ. But it's like Jeremy Johns said in his review, you got to be thinking, he already knows about May. So when Qui-Gon's talking about encountering Maul, is there not red flags going off in his head? And he's just like, oh yeah, them. No, impossible. They haven't been seen for a millennium. That's really the only thing I'm worried about. But I gotta go off of other posts that I've seen where it talks about Ki-Adi-Mundi was not even with Soul. You had that Plo Koon looking character, which I thought was pretty cool, but turned out to be this character. But Ki-Adi-Mundi wasn't there. There was Yord, Jeki, Osha, Soul, and a couple other Jedi. But Ki-Adi-Mundi was not with them. He was, however, in that council meeting, but we got 4 more episodes. Hopefully they'll explain it. I kind of get the feeling that we're going to be left with a lot of unanswered questions in this series. And they're probably going to go for a season 2. But who knows? They might just go balls to the wall fucking the last 4 episodes and just like lore drop. Who knows? I want it to be a good story. I don't want them to undermine already established lore and characters. I just want a good story, man. I don't know what it is with Disney and giving out these weird ass or subpar fucking storylines. Like, I'm trying to watch Andor. I started this shit 2 weeks ago. I'm only on episode 4. I don't I don't really know what the hell's going on. I know I gotta watch to find out, but like I don't know, man. I felt like it could have just been like like the first 3 episodes, to be honest with you, kind of felt like a good send off or start, or just like a little background thing for Cassian. But we're not talking about Cassian. We're talking about motherfucking Chimere. And boy, I'm so happy to see Chimere. And I think, along with everybody else, I think he's the Sith Lord or Acolyte, Force user. We're just gonna call him a Dark Jedi. I think Chimere's the Dark Jedi. I mean, he's given off like the facade that, oh, I'm just a big old dumb goofball. But in all reality, he's fucking powerful. I mean, for fuck's sake. In episode 2, May goes to confront him. Or, yeah, was it 2? Damn, I don't remember. But either way, she goes to confront him about selling her out to the Jedi. And she's trying to attack him, and he overpowers her. And she's a witch. She completed the ascension. So you got to assume that she has some, like, she leveled up on a power scale that's of some sort. I don't know. But to me, he feels like Palpatine. He feels like he's giving off this vibe of, I don't really know what's going on. I'm just looking out for, we made this deal. Like, we owe him, blah, 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 blah. But he drops a few hints. And just like the way he's talking to May, and when they're walking through the forest, it's like, so you're running out of Jedi. Like, you need to kill this Jedi without a weapon. She's like, I killed Torben and Indara. He said, yeah, but you killed them your way. And then later on, when he's upside down in the damn trap, she's like, I don't need this. I don't need this deal. My loyalty is to my sister, which biggest switch up from, aside from Anakin in Revenge of the Sith, without the backstory of the Clone Wars. I mean, just last episode, she was, I'll kill you. Now she's, my loyalty is to my sister. Okay. But then she goes and sees Kelnaka. And I'm hoping at least 2 more episodes or flashbacks with Kelnaka. And if not, they've just completely wasted this Wookiee Jedi. I mean, he looks so cool. And he's done nothing. Nothing. He fixed a speeder, broke a fucking blaster, and roared. And now he's dead. And it's nice to see that sabers are fucking lethal again. And as Jeremy Johns on YouTube said, the trick is to slash. You can't stab. That doesn't do anything. That's for steel doors and Qui-Gon Jinns. You gotta slash. But, Jeremy, Mr. Blow on the Mandalore, put out a little 1-minute review, and he thinks Kelnaka was possessed. I could see that. There is no coincidence that we saw in the beginning of the episode when he's making his dinner. We see the little fucking spiral thing that Anaisa had, and that May got during the, oh, look at me, I pulled the yard. I messed up. I slipped up and said the wrong name there. Oh boy, is everybody gonna freak out about that? But but we see the pattern of the witches on Kelnaka's walls or his furniture or whatever. He was either possessed or he was so affected by whatever the fuck actually happened on Brendock that he went mad and did that shit. And so now I'm either thinking that the Sith, or not the Sith, the Dark Jedi, I think either he killed him or maybe Kelnaka killed himself. Maybe he drove himself mad and he just couldn't take it anymore. Maybe he sensed this the Dark Jedi was nearby and was like, "Nah, dude, nope, I ain't giving you satisfaction, motherfucker." Who knows? I would have liked to see the Jedi fight or the Wookiee fight, but according to an article I read, it was cut to budgetary reasons. A show with $180 million cut a Wookiee fight because of budgetary reasons. You gave Kenobi $80 million. Just let that sink in. Just let that sink in. Not even to bring up the budget of Andor. But we couldn't see the Wookiee fight because of budgetary reasons? You were given basically, well, to me, $180 million is fucking a life changing amount of fucking money. You were given that amount of money and you cut the Wookiee fight? It's okay. Everything's going to be all right. Got 4 more episodes. Don't worry. But no, I really would have loved to see that fight. I would have loved to see how Torben gets his scar. Like I said, I would love to see at least 2 more. I'd be happy with 1 more, but I would really love to see 2 more flashbacks involving Torben and Kelnaka. Those 2 I'm most intrigued about because I don't know shit about him. I love Soul because he's like Qui-Gon Jinn. And he, to me, is like what the Jedi during the High Republic should be. And yes, I know, this is definitely the start of the fall of, or the start of the corruption within the Jedi. Because, I mean, they already stated they don't want to tell the High Council. Because then they'll have to tell the Senate. And if the Senate finds out, they're going to have to do something about it. And like they said in the first episode, their political enemies will take advantage of it. So, yeah, they're definitely already being corrupted. So, we'll have to see where everything goes. We will have to see. But then we see I don't care what anybody says. This was the coolest entrance that the Dark Jedi could have ever done. The dude, it's all blurry in the background, and he just floats in. And everybody's giving it shit, but Yoda can lift an X-Wing out the swamp. Skywalker, Kenobi, Mace Windu, and the entire Jedi Council could use the Force. Sabine. They all use the Force to levitate an object and or a person. And you're telling me I think I've even seen videos or read shit about the jet force users using the force to lessen the impact when they're jumping from high places. So you're telling me that they can't levitate themselves? Tell me why you have a problem with the Dark Jedi floating in like Count Dooku did in the 2003 Clone Wars series. Did anybody give it shit then? Did anybody give it shit then? I don't know. It don't bother me. That is the coolest fucking entrance. And to be honest with you, I was kind of half asleep. Like I was starting to fall asleep while watching the episode, but I thought the Dark Jedi stabbed Osha. All I saw was the blade ignite, which, dude, he has got the coolest fucking sound. Like the ignition of his saber. Like it is so. The rest of the sabers igniting sounded like normal sabers to me, but this sounds different. Like this sounds like it's supposed to be from the High Republic era. And that's what I want to see. I understand the look. I don't. Okay. I've already stated I don't like the look of the fucking sabers in this show. They look fucking horrible. Personally, I think the fucking replicas that you can buy now look better than the ones in the fucking show. But they all sounded the same. And I know they all, like, the look of them, it's supposed to be like, oh, this is a different era. There was different trends and different materials. I get that. But why do they all sound the same igniting? I feel like it should be different ignition sounds, you know? I mean, hell, in the fucking original sixes, they all had different ignition sounds. But the Jedi's ignition sounds in this show sound the exact same to me. But Chimere or Dark Jedi, I think Chimere's the Dark Jedi. I've already said that. But I don't know. It sounds so cool. It sounds so cool. And I want to see an up close shot of his fucking saber. I would love to see that. I think we got it in episode 1, but it was kind of hidden by his hand. You know, he was just kind of ignited his saber for no reason, kind of like Darth Maul and Solo. But yeah, overall, it was a lot better than episode 3. I am worried, about the Phantom Menace, but it was pretty cool to see a prequel era Jedi in this show. So that leads me to believe that we may possibly see. I'd be happy with just Yoda in the background, like Will of the Force said. Give me Hugh. Give me Hugh. Give me Hugh Yang. I want to see that fucking lightsaber building droid. Just show him and Yoda loading up in the background. Just a background. Maybe have Sol and Vernestra talking. And have Hugh Yang and fucking Yoda loading up a goddamn fucking ship to go to Ilum. Just give us that, man. Because we already... That would be so cool. That would be so cool. But overall, this episode would definitely get a C-. It had me entertained. I enjoyed it. I was able to just... It honestly felt like it was the most Star Wars feeling Star Wars content that I've seen since Solo. The Bad Batch was good. It was cool. But this just felt, it was so cool to just see Jedi just going and doing their thing. even if it was just them walking in the forest for 30 minutes. It it just felt like something that I could just watch, turn my brain off, and I really didn't. It just felt like I was four again. You know, it was just, oh, glowy sticks, yay. But yeah, I had the entire show sitting in F tier because of episode 3, but now it's comfortably a C minus. And I'm hoping that it keeps going up and up. I hope I hope it gets to S tier. I hope it gets to S tier. We can only hope. Rebellions are built on hope. And the only thing that I'm really kind of nitpicking the show for is lore breaks. You know, I still feel like they've disrespected Anakin Skywalker. And little hot take here. Little hot take. I think Disney has rebooted Star Wars. I think they I think they went about it in the wrong way and they have rebooted Star Wars. To me, I understand now why people say episode 7 feels like a reboot of A New Hope. The entire sequel trilogy feels like a reboot of the original trilogy. And the Acolyte's kind of feeling like a reboot of a Phantom Menace. Not of a Phantom Menace, of the Phantom Menace. But we'll just have to see where things go. I don't really know how I feel about what I just said. But that's just how it feels, man. It just feels like they rebooted it with shitty content. Well, not shitty content because the Acolyte, there's good to be seen in the Acolyte. As Jeremy Bloor says, there's good to be seen in all of Star Wars. But if they wanted to reboot it, they could have just gone about it in a completely different way. But who knows? We still have 4 more episodes. I can't be jumping the gun. But like I said, I do feel like we're going to be given a lot more questions than we are answers. So we'll just have to see where everything goes. One thing I forgot to talk about. I called it. I called it. I called it. Osha is slowly gaining her fucking Jedi powers back. She couldn't force grab Pip in the first episode on the ship, but now she can sense the Umba moth. I think that's what the subtitle said, the Umba moth. So yeah, I'm thinking by the end of this episode, she's going to get her full powers back, and she may be a little victim of Mary Sue Papa Walker. She might just be a little OP. And I'm not against that. I'm not against OP characters. Actually, I would be more for that, to be honest with you, because she actually had Jedi training. So ignore fuck what I was about to say. I was about to shit on that, but no, I kind of want to see that. I want to see that. I don't want her to be like OP, like Star Killer OP, but it'd be pretty cool to fucking see her, you know, be not as powerful as what she would have been if she continued being a Jedi, but just a little less. That'd be pretty cool. But what did you guys think? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you done with the show? Are you going to keep watching it just to see where the story goes and how it ends? Let me know in the comments below. And speaking of what you guys think, it's fan segment time. So, if you guys don't know, I'll put out whenever I feel like just fan segment. It'll be on my personal Instagram, Tales for Peridia, I'll just post it. Most of the time, it's on both. And I put up 2 this week. One was a random one. One was a what did you think of the episode 4? So the first one I put up was what got you into Star Wars? And leave that in the comments below. What got you into Star Wars? We already saw mine. My grandpa showed me the movies. Instantly fell in love, and I wanted a lightsaber the second I fucking saw one. And we've got our first response from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Darth Christensen, 17, who recently just won a Shin Hati Black Series figure. I hope it comes. I hope you get it soon, and I hope you enjoy it, dude. But he said, watching Revenge of the Sith. And dude, if that is your first time ever watching Star Wars, I'm fucking jealous. I could only imagine that being the first piece of Star Wars media that you fucking watch. That would instantly get me in. I mean, the first thing I ever saw was Vader versus Kenobi on the Death Star. And I fell in love. So I can only imagine what you felt watching Revenge of the Sith for the first time. So that's pretty fucking awesome. And we've got a new face, a Star Wars girl. She said her dad. That's fucking awesome. I love it. I love seeing Star Wars families, like, oh, my grandpa was a fan and my parents were a fan and now I'm a fan and now if I have a kid, like, they're a fan. That's pretty cool. That is fucking amazing. Whenever I find myself a Padme and have me a little Luke and Leia running around, it's going to be a Star Wars family. They're not going to have a fucking choice. The only choice they'll have in the matter is blue, green, or red. But that's awesome that your dad got you into Star Wars. What specifically did he show you that got you into Star Wars? Let me know. In our second fan segment, what did you think of the Acolyte episode 4? And the only response that we received was from Darth Christensen, 17. Day 1, the homie. Love you, dude. Fucking. And I just want to say, I'm a little shocked. It's the first time. Blow on Mandalore didn't respond. I'm a little heartbroken, Jeremy. I'm a little heartbroken. Nah, I put it up kind of last minute, so Jeremy, please don't take offense. Also, get Jeremy to 100 subs. Get Blow on Mandalore to 100 subs. If he gets 100 subs within the next month, I will personally send and ship him 100 club sandwiches. That is going to kill my wallet shipping it through customs. But that will be his 100 sub reward. But Darth Christensen said he loved it a lot more than episode 3. And I agree. It was great. It was fucking great. And if I'm missing part of your question, dude, sorry. I don't have my phone or motherfuckers honking the horn. But I don't have the questions to look at because I didn't write anything down in the notebook. I wrote it all in my phone. And we ran into some technical difficulties filming this the first 15 fucking times. Yep. I had it all set up. It was nice. I had another phone set up that I could record from. Looked on my phone and I was like a professional. I looked like I knew what I was doing. And then That's the only video I have on the phone, and it's like 32 to 44 minutes long. And I edited the video and go to export it, and there's not enough storage. So it's just that unreleased episode, the vault episode, is just chilling on the phone. So maybe one day when I'm able to get it off, we'll see. Maybe we'll do a vault episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good one. Let's check out next episode. And may the force or the thread be with you always. Peace.